Hey there, welcome back to my channel, LeeBeeBuilds. My name is Aaliyah and we are back with another speed build. So just a quick little disclaimer. One, I built this house a little while back, so two leads into two. This is before the update with platforms, so sorry, no platforms. I'm assuming that I am posting this video when the update has been released. That's why I say that. This does not have any platforms. It was actually, I started this build like a month ago. But I just finished it this week because I kind of put it off to the side so that I could get some other things done. And I'm so happy I finally finished it because this is my dream real life starter home. So I mean, obviously it's not maybe not my dream house, but if I had to get a starter home, like, let me restart. If I were to have the ability to buy a house, I would want it to be something like this. I think it's a nice small little home. There are 3 bedrooms in it. One is quite small and is actually as an office, not as a bedroom, because I personally would love an office space like I do now. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment right now, so fancy smancy. But so yeah, this is like my dream home, and I only say that because I kind of modeled it after a home I actually saw in the city I currently reside in. And so yeah, wow, that was a long time ago I saw this house. It's so weird because I saw this house ages ago and I was like, oh, I want to build the shell in The Sims and then whatever, make up my own stuff on the inside. So obviously it's just inspiration. I've never been in that house or seen it a second time. I only saw it the one time. But yeah, like I kind of just am calling this my dream home because I feel like it's realistic. Sometimes when I see dream homes on The Sims and stuff, it's like, oh, okay, here's a mansion, basically. But first of all, I don't really want to live in a mansion. That's a lot of empty space that I just don't need, and I'd rather have a bigger yard space than a bigger house. But because like I wanted to make it realistic to like a starter home. Okay, I said starter home, but I have to make it clear that this is way more than starter cost for The Sims. It's like, it's not 20 grand, it's like over 100. So, but I think if you were to actually look at this and you'd be like, okay, yeah, I can see how this is like a starter home for some people in real life. Like, it's kind of small. There's like 3 bedrooms. It's only 1 level. It's a bungalow. And maybe this is just relevant to like where I live, but I feel like this is like something that exists. Like, I feel like I actually made a realistic home. And that makes me happy. I've never lived in a home that kind of looks like this. It's kind of got like those Tudor vibes to it, but it's not a Tudor. I don't really know what you would call this style of home. I feel like when you get into like the Americas, into North America, you run into a lot of like weird blend of housing types. You're like, what do you want to be? Do you want to be modern? Do you want to be traditional? Do you want to be colonial? Do you want to be, I guess in America, like Spanish style? Like there's just so many styles. And like in Canada, cabin style, like, oh, if this wasn't like my dream home, it would be something with like an A-frame window or something, just something huge looking out onto a lake. Oh, so perfect. Like I actually made a house not that long ago. It's got the red roof if you look at my YouTube. And it's like a cottage and it's got like beautiful windows. Like that's also my dream home. So yeah, I'm very open, you can tell, to different style homes. But oh my god, I would love to have those windows in that other build I made, but I don't think I will live in a spot that like would need windows like that because realistically, I'm never gonna be rich enough to own like cottage land to live on. that outlooks over a lake, or at least a good view. I probably will not have a good view in my future. Okay, if I'm watching this in years down the road and I'm wrong, then congrats to me, but like that's just not realistic. Like I'll probably have a home that's in some sort of suburb, not suburb, ugh, but like some sort of residential area. I hate the word suburb, it makes me cringe. Ugh. But yeah, anyways, let's talk about the build. I had like the kitchen off to the side and I absolutely love it. I think it's so cute. In real life, if I were to have this house, I'd want upper cabinets, but because I'm just building in The Sims for fun, I think it looks really cute like this. And I love the yellow appliances. I think they look adorable. And then I love the island too. I used different counters for the island because I wanted that butcher block kind of look, and it's so cute. And I put like a little dinette thing from Journey to Batuu. Yes, I used Journey to Batuu in this build. Yes, whatever. But to be honest, I actually really like the build by objects in there. There's some really cool items, and obviously I used that corner sofa looking thing. I don't have dine out. I know that they come in dine out as well, but I don't have that pack, so they give us one in Journey to Batuu, so I used it. And honestly, I would love to have an eat-in kitchen that's like that. Like it looks so comfy, so comfy. And then this like living room is like slightly bigger than I want it to be. And I have like a dream living room in mind that I don't think, sorry, I didn't mean to hit my desk, but I have a dream living room in mind, and this isn't quite it because I think I want less of an open floor plan. Gasp, I know, less of an open floor plan. Who am I? But I have this like vision where the couch isn't against a wall. Like it's not in here, but the couch isn't against a wall, but there's a wall behind it, like 2 feet behind it maybe even 3 feet if I'm lucky. And then it's just like bookshelves all along the wall. Not full bookshelves like the one here, but like the same one from IKEA, except with like 3 shelves, like the shorter one that would end like at this level, like, but like not the one that goes all the way up, and those just lining the whole wall, and then obviously filled with books. And then on top it's like a shelf for like picture frames and like Eric's music player thing. What, I'm not good with words if you haven't noticed from my previous videos, but that's kind of like the vibe I want, is like the couch off of the wall, but with that behind it. I see it on Pinterest all the time and it literally kills me. So that's what I want, and that's not what I made in here. But this is also a good house too. But I literally would love that. But if you ever look on like online to see whatever houses are available in like a low price range, I do that when I'm bored sometimes. And like, by the way, I'm nowhere near owning a house. I just like looking sometimes, to be clear. But if you look, all the living rooms are really small, like really small. And or they are completely open plan, so there's not like a wall that's behind a place where, because I would want like TV in the front, and then across from it the couch, and then the 2-foot space, and then the wall with the bookshelves. Like that's what I need, a good like width, depth, width, math. But like that just like seems to not exist. It's either like too narrow, where like if you wanted to have the couch off of the wall, it would be like a foot in front of the TV, or it just wouldn't work. And so basically like I'm probably never gonna have that dream aesthetic, but honestly if it happens, I'd be pretty happy. But this is also really nice too. That's what I'm saying, like dream home is so like, what's a dream home? Because I'm fine with this as my house, but I'm also fine with that like A-frame not A-frame, but like that cottage I made like a week or 2 ago. Not a week, it was like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. And like I'm fine with that too. And I'm fine with, okay, modern houses maybe not so much. I like modern houses, I think they look cool. However, where I live, any modern house always looks so out of place because all the houses surrounding it were built in like the 70s or earlier, depending on where you are. But like in the city I live in, there's a lot of houses that are like 100 years old. I sound so young. So many people are like, I'm from England, 100 years old is like, no. But sorry, what I'm trying to say is like, modern houses tend to not fit the neighborhood in which they reside. So I don't have anything wrong with modern houses. I just tend to think that they don't fit the area. I hit the desk again, oh gosh. But yeah, I don't know. I like modern, but I don't like modern. I love-hate relationship. I don't know. Depends. Maybe in the future it'll fit in better. I also don't want ultra modern. I'd want something like a 70s house that's been like repainted on the outside or like made it look more modern. Oh, I want a porch on my house. I didn't put a huge porch on this one, but I desperately would love a house with a porch. I want to have a spot that I can sit out and people watch, and like with a cup of coffee. That's all I want. I want to people watch. So I also want to live in a neighborhood that I can people watch in. But I also want to live in the middle of nowhere. See, dream houses are impossible because you always want something that contradicts the other. But yeah. So for this build, I kind of made it like realistic to like my lifestyle in terms of like, I had this master bedroom and I love the fireplace in it. I love it, love it, love it. But I have 2 dressers, and normally I would never put 2 dressers in a bedroom. I do end up changing the one out later on, but I never put 2 dressers because I don't know, it just looks kind of busy. But in real life, like if I were to have a house with my boyfriend, I would have a dresser and he would have a dresser. So there would be 2 dressers, not 1, 2. We don't share a dresser. I have too much clothes for that. And he's watching this going like, yeah, we're not sharing dressers. I have too much clothes. But so yeah, like I tried to make it realistic in that sense where there are like 2 dressers in here. And also just because this is like The Sims and I'm just building a house for The Sims, I was like, I don't know what to do with this last room. So I split it up into like an office and like a toddler room just because I didn't know what to do with it, to be honest. Because I want people to download it and use it, and I never put toddler rooms in, so I was like, this is a perfect opportunity to make a nice little family home with a toddler room. And I would suggest, like, honestly, you using that cheat that makes it so that you can like free real estate. That's what it is, because like this to me feels like a starter home. I don't know, like, yeah, it doesn't cost it in The Sims, but like it just looks like it to me. And I don't know, things are too expensive in The Sims maybe, I don't know, but like I don't know, like for what you can get for like the actual starter home price, it's like ew. But like in real life you have stuff, like I have furniture, I actually have decorations, and that's because I've accumulated it over my 22 years of life. Also, hey, I'm 22, in case you didn't know. But yeah, I don't know. That's just, sorry. I also put a laundry room in here. It's in the bathroom, which you would have already seen. But I tend to not do laundry rooms because I know people don't like to play with them because they're kind of chaotic. But I liked it. I like the vibe, and I want it to be realistic. And I put like those countertops with the butcher blocks, I put those in there too and raise them up 1 level to kind of cover the top of the machines, and I think it looks so good. Oh, that's my dream laundry room. Maybe I would prefer a laundry room that's not in the bathroom. However, because I'm trying to make this more like real life starter vibe, that I think that worked out. And then in the office, I kind of made it kind of realistic to what it is now for me and Eric. He has his desk on my right, and I have my desk right here in front of me. And yeah, that's basically kind of what I went for with that. I don't know, just decorated it with random items as well. I do have a cactus here. It's got some little Halloween things in it. I know it's not Halloween anymore, but I haven't put away my decorations, so I did put cacti on the desk in there too. And I also put a nice big plant, which I've got one on this side down there, and I've got one over there, so I was being slightly realistic, I guess. But yeah, and then we'll just go into the backyard quickly. I forgot to add a back door. Obviously I want a back door. I want an easy way out onto my back deck. I would love a back deck. And so I just did like a quick little seating area on the back, like with a barbecue and table and chairs. I'm a vegetarian. What do you barbecue as a vegetarian? I haven't had a barbecue since becoming a vegetarian. I had one before, but then I don't live in a place right now that can have a barbecue, so it's sitting in the garage at my mom's house. So, so many questions. In like roasted veggies and stuff, but like I don't eat chicken anymore, so, or beef. I don't know. Honestly, I've never thought about that once until right now. Sorry, that was just. I also apologize for my LeeBeeBuilds and my voiceovers. Sometimes they're chaotic, but I don't know, it's hard to stay on one thought track. But yeah, I don't know, just added a few little things to the backyard, and then the front yard too, I'll add a few more things. But we are coming up to the end of this video, so I just wanted to say thank you all so much for being here and watching my videos. I appreciate it so much. I actually am doing this voiceover on the 9th, and I just hit 100 subs, so I will be doing a video later on to kind of celebrate that, and I'm really excited about that. So thank you all so much for being here and commenting on my videos, liking my videos. I love you all so much, but I will reiterate that in another video. But for now, bye-bye.